Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of April 7th. As always, we will start with the Mythic Plus affixes for the week. This week we have Tyrannical, Teeming, Volcanic, and Awakened. Again, that's Tyrannical, Teeming, Volcanic, and Awakened. Seems like pretty legitimately easy affixes this week, which is great for anyone who loves Mythic Plus. So let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the game this week. We actually have a little bit going on, a little bit of things to note, and something I want to clean up from last week that I didn't actually mention. So this week we do have the Darkmoon Fair going on for the entire week. Kind of a weird start to the week, so it's actually the second week of April, but most of the Darkmoon Fair will be this week. As always, pets, mounts, achievements, just fun stuff to do. They're adding new stuff to it all the time. I always advise doing it. If nothing else, you can get +5 your profession. This is really helpful for alt especially. Your main probably is max profession by now. Or if you switch professions, you can go there and get some additional points to your professions on top of all the other things I already mentioned. We also have Timewalking going on this week, Cataclysm, which is one of my favorite ones. For whatever reason, I enjoyed the casual play of Cataclysm. Probably, it's one of my top expansions. Like, it didn't have the best raids, it didn't have the best end game, but in my opinion, it had like the best casual experience. I never had more alts, and I never just enjoyed playing on multiple different characters as much. I felt like it was super easy to get all your alts to a certain level of gear, not a ton of catch up, stuff like that. So I really enjoyed Cataclysm, so maybe that's why I enjoy the Time Walking dungeon there the most. We'll also have the beginning of Noble Garden. That will be on Monday, so it'll be mostly next week where it's taking place. That is just the Easter holiday, basically, for World of Warcraft. So that starts on the 13th. Noble Garden, basically WoW Easter. Something I wanted to add from last week that I didn't even mention, I somehow missed it. Didn't miss it, I knew it was happening, I just didn't mention it. The Legion content, the Legion raids, are now officially on Legacy rules, so they count as old now, so you can go solo them much easier. Things like Gul'dan are still really hard to solo, not that you can't, but they're still really hard to solo. So it's not necessarily super easy to do maybe the end bosses of them, but if nothing else, you can bring far less people overall, or you can just keep work on soloing it until you can solo it, or watch a video how to solo it and solo it. I will possibly be doing so. Some of them are super easy, like Emerald Nightmare. That one's super easy to go in and solo. There is a DPS check for Xavius, but it's not that bad. But yeah. So that's other stuff you can be doing right now, going and farming your Legion transmogs you haven't got, Legion mounts, at least chances to get those, achievements and whatnot that maybe you don't have yet. Those are all things that you can go and farm on now with the Legacy rules for there. Other than that, my guild is working on Mythic Il'gynoth, so we're 3 bosses away from the finish line here, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we killed it this week. It would be an accomplishment, I think. But hopefully with Il'gynoth is down, but I'm not counting on it. And then hopefully we can move on to these last 2 bosses, maybe extend and get those knocked out, just so we can get it finished. And if people want to do reclears, we can do reclears. So that is what I'm mostly working on. I have not been playing as much as I would have liked, but I did level up my shaman as well. So with this experience buff that we have now, this ends in at the end of the month, I believe. As of right now, people are calling to extend it, but it's 100% experience buff, and you can go level any of your characters super fast. For an example, it took me like a couple hours to level from 90 to 100 in the Warlords just by looting treasures and stuff. It is super fast to do, and now's a great time to level. So I will have my Shaman up to 120 soon, which will be 6 or 7 120s for me. So definitely looking forward to that as well. So that's kind of what I've been working on, other than like the normal raiding endgame type stuff. So I think that's about it for this week. Everybody continue to stay safe out there during this, time of disease and tribulation, and good luck to everybody. If you're affected financially by this in any way, just hoping for the best for everybody. But please subscribe to my channel because that helps me out the most. And other than that, everybody have a good one.